cause I was pre-appreciate this game, and when I was about to download this, my Steam just deleted the game. I don't know how, but it solved just the way I make. I can't even speak it. I'm really so tired. And hello, Josein. Welcome. Okay, so I finally downloaded it. That's why I'm so relaxed right now. Oh god. Okay, I started the video too. I also upload this. What the hell is happening? Hey! Thank you for the prime, Jocelyn. Thank you so much. Okay, let me change the goal. And you got the first batch too? Haha. First batch is really good. It's really looking so cool. So I need to change this count because I couldn't do it. So I'll do it manually. Okay then, let's go. Okay, this game isn't for children. It looks so cute, but it's a very scary game. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may... Hey, Denix, welcome! Welcome to my channel. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Would you like to review? Oh, no, we don't want any spoiler, cause yeah, cause we don't want to get spoiled. I didn't get any spoiled. I played the normal Doki one. Look at them, I miss them so much. Okay. Oh, they added so many languages. Also, let's add this or not. I wanna jump. I wanna skip. Okay. What is our name? Nek0na. Let's go. This should be Sayori, right? Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, well, I'm really so excited right now. She should oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Okay, sleeping is very good. I really like sleeping. I got late to my second day on high school. I like sleeping so much. Hello Edward, welcome. Yes, use the poke emojis. Emote, no, it was called emote, right? Yeah. Also, we are on 69 followers. This is an epic moment. We are 69. Can I show it? Where is it? Okay, I think I'm able to do-do-dum-dum. Okay, follow. I can't do it. It shows it isn't 68. It shows that it is 68, but it's not. It's 69. And I can change it manually, but I'm so lazy. Let's just close it. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. Of course, because sleeping is very awesome. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's me, Nek0na. Oh my god, Josein, what is that emote? Wow. I can speak. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, but you did wait for me after all. Haha. I guess you don't have it in you to be me, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Let's go to the school. We're late. We're so late. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly. What is that? Anyways, speak less with other students, making their daily comments. By the way, Nek0na, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told... Wrong voice. I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. Perfect way to spend your free time. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die. But I die at the thought of you becoming a need in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Yeah, don't become needs, people. Needs are not cool. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise to that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised that I will let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever and it's over before I know it. After I pick up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. That's it! Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. That makes sense. That really makes sense. Hello, Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you or something out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Sayori is the vice president of the literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest, after the one who proposes the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is granted to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep, you idiot! I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Holy shit. Imagine selling your soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room, and there was a MILF. Welcome to the literature. How should I make the Yuri voice? Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you bought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. How should I make the... I've died. How should I make the Monica sound? And yes, Josephine, I sold my wife for internet connection. That was a really good name. Ah, Nek0na, what a nice surprise. I think it's good. Welcome to the club. All the words escaped me in this situation. Cause there were not one, not two. There was 3 girls in the room with this club. Yes! I guessed it correct. It's full of incredibly cute girls. Mom, what are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Not scared. The girl with the sore attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her. once she gets ready. Sayori says that quietly into my ear. Oh, it was quiet. Then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, smartest in the club. Don't say anything. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid man. Anyways, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Nek0na. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We barely talk, but we are in the same class last year. God, I thought they were breaking the fourth wall. Like, yeah, you met before. You play Doki, right? It's on your stream records. Monika was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. And having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monika. Oh, I was struggling. Sorry. You too, Monika. Okay. So sit down, Nek0na. We made a room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcake. Hey, I make them. I'll get them. Oh, sorry. I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few decks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's why not? So that there is a one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh! The whiskers are drawn with... I don't know this, but it's so cute! Yeah, so cute! I had no idea Yuri is so good at baking, Natsuki. Hey, well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika, I follow. It's delicious! I made the breakfast anyway. She talks with her mouth full. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Nom! Natsuki is quiet. She's waiting for our comments. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I am. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Make them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. You don't. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's fear of logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a teaspoon. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Damn, you girls are so rich. Like literally so rich. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. But you need a permission to keep a tea set. in your classroom. But it's so awkward. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help me enjoy a little? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Yeah, tea is great. I like tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Monica, please help me. I have a gun in my head. Sayuri pushes me to doing this. Monica, please help me. I have a gun. I have a gun in my head. On my head. Please help. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seems really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Personally, I don't like literature, but I like books. I like books so much. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes the cool events like the festival that's much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find this tree. Maybe that's why they were so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with the level of enthusiasm about literature. So Nek0na, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, I read manga, and lots of manga, and sometimes webtoons. Yeah, I like literature. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perked up. It looked like she wants to say something, but she kept quiet. Not much a reader, I guess. Well, that can change, because there are so many cute people. I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Brown voice. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing. And telling a good story in such a world is actually impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way. I can read. I really can read. But it's obvious. By the way, her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Story with deep psychological elements usually impress me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you can say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's are dart over me for a simple second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give it back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. And not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. So, do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Not and Yuri. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of your own. And next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even, yeah, let's do it! Of course, Sayuri will scream. And let's save it. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable about each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right, Nek0na? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Nek0na. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price you need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcake, I would be super pissed. Well, it was like that. But anyways, I won't want to get spanked by a cute little girl. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature. Thank you. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Nek0na, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica? The star. Monica with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat and Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Nek0na, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for class. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with the writing a poem tonight. Let's save. It's time to write a poem. Pick verse you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, I can save it here too. Okay, so I like 3 of them, 4 of them, but I'll go with Yuri. Aura. Feather. Oh, it was Sayori. Okay, universe. Misfortune. Huh? Oh, okay. Suicide. Journey. scars. How Sayori can like scars? Eternity. Tragedy. Sayori like what? Sayori, I didn't expect you to be this far. Horror, anxiety, unstable, frightening, crimson, masquerade. I don't know this one, so it should be belong to Yuri. Adventure. It's Sayori. Defeat. It's Sayori again. Existence. Vertigo. Hi again. Yeah, hi. Hi again, Nek0na. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Nek0na. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like, he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plopped back into her seat. Oh, don't worry guys, Nek0na always gives his best. I'm a he? Yes, I'm a he. Okay, I remember that. His best as long as he's having fun. He helps. I will say she. She helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? Me and Nek0na can become good friends too. Sayori! As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri will buy you something today, you know. But wait, Sayori! Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal, but it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. And any nice gesture from me is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out the book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out the book she'll think I like. That's my favorite book. I love you. You're ridiculous. I'll enter sleep. take the book.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. So Yuri and Monica are having a shared conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Also, welcome to the stream. I'm playing Doki Plus. And it's been 40 minutes, I guess. We're still on the beginning. Oh, you're the llama! Cool! Welcome back again, my dear friend. Are you following me, by the way? Of course I'm joking. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah! Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, of course she bought it for you. Why? Is that even a question? She went to a bookstore and bought another book? Why? This isn't that much of a miracle situation. It can be happen. Why is he so surprised, and why is Yuri so embarrassed in this situation? It doesn't make any sense. Bruh moment. Also, Llama, if you're here, how is my voice and how is background voice? I can check it. If you're still here, can you tell me? Okay, thank you. I lowered the desktop audio a little bit because my microphone doesn't have that much sound. Yeah. It's from my internet, not from yours. My internet is kinda shitty, that's why. Okay, let's continue then. Oh, CryptoText, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Oh, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There is something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I'll decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. Putting it down. It's a really engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, um, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in the high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does, her life gets really strange, like me. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experience prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yep, it's truly dark. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, but that dark turn came from nowhere. Ahaha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Nek0na? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. And I'm gonna check something quickly. Oh, there was a 10 minutes for the chat. I didn't know that. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm closing it right now. Okay, where can I do it? And Lurden asks, thank you for the follow. Okay, so if you want to write a chat something, you need 10 minutes to write it. I made something like that, but I don't remember making that, so I'm gonna close it. Oh, my PC is so slow. Okay, creator dashboard. Where is it? Maybe it's on the settings. Where is the chat? Hey, it's not here. Okay, I made it. All followers. Okay. Now guys, you can write. Booba. I don't know what is booba. It's just that those kinds of stories that challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil. Wait a second. Okay. But because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonists, they are made made out of to be the Nek0na for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. Oh, you have to go. Goodbye, Crypto Sex. I'm waiting for you for my next stream. Or later. Bye bye. And please stop me if I talk too much. I read that word. That I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Oh, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. Oh, finally, my moderator came. Okay, well, don't worry. Yes, you're right, but don't worry. I'm playing Doki Literature Club Plus. It's a visual novel, and it contains horror. Yeah, it looks cute, but this is a horror game. This is looking so cute, but it's a horror game. Yep, it is a horror game. So let's continue. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about the reading and company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particular bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just Yuri. You really apologize a lot, don't you? I did. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Can I take a screenshot? I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. The way I turn a page, as Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she is in the corner of my vision. Are you ready to turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes at me. Then we kiss. Please kiss. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Oh, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? Look at her smile. Look at how beautiful she is. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri! This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she is also second guesses of all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see in your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment. But Nek0na, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. But wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Why are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales straight from finishing her thought. Is that all right? All right, you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. He releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'd be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright! I stand up. I'll make a mental note of where I left off in the book. Don't you have a paper or something? Just stick it to your book. Just put it on that page and close it. I don't know what it's called in English, but just put a paper and close it. That's it. You don't have to remember it. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my recollection ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaves torn from a special spiral notebook, as expected from Sayori. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sat. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly completely as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Let's save it. Okay, I would like to read Monica's first. Hi Nek0na, having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Nek0na. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Nek0na. I was going to ooh in my hand while reading. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when the reader are left derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nonsense. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I would love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little pretty, I don't know this word, toward their own kinds of styles. But I'll help you find that what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Haha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle produces. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I read, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, scratching forward into everything. A hole to I'm so tired. A whole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. It was so deep. It was so deep, and I like it. Really, jokes aside, I really like it. So, what do you think? It's very freeform if you want to call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between verse and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of efficiency recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. And efficiency? I don't know her. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about the what did I do? Just boom. Wait, I'm gonna try. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep side. I couldn't do it. Anyways, I'm kind because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better with friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Anyway, way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. But that was a great. That was so great. I really like this sentence so much. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Well, that was a really good advice. I really liked it. As Yuri reads the poem, I noticed her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you're writing a lot of poetry before. We call this. Wait, I can't say that word. Well, it's called love. Yeah, love can make you so much things. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and then looks at my poem again. Are you sure you write that? Well, I know that. I just not Yuri traces of unable to find an excuse. Yuri traces her fingers along the verse in the poem, as if breaking it down more free. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been taught to myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize. I forgot to speak again. Anyways, in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style straight from the topic matter and they form it to the two together. End result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changed. Her stomach is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a single poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it comes with the practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope everyone else in the club gives you vulnerable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit beast though. Beast? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily. Dreamily, okay. As if that's a real opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light, sorry. The tendrils of my hair illuminate between the amber glow, betting. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue gleam hue of the future. I bet. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickens, and I flicken back. I didn't understand anything, but it was very emotional. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Well, it is pretty, but also messy. I really, it was difficult to read. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost after all, Nek0na. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining piece of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot of soul, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. Yeah, it is too dark. Yeah, that's impressive, eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Nek0na. Me too. Sorry guys, let me get a water. I'm so thirsty. My throat hurts. Okay, I came back. Okay, I will show it to Sayori. This is a good poem, Nek0na. Are you sure it's your first time? Oh, of course. It's not that good. I'm the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time. I guess you're right, but that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the classroom. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for the other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I'm trying to get girls. Sayori shouldn't know it. I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. 'Cause she's cute too. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my plains in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not well. I want breakfast. She's so dumb. She's so dumb. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. Yeah, I want breakfast. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. Why Monica though? But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Oh, of course Monica the best, because she was the one. She was the one who gives this idea. Okay, I remembered it. Well, I guess I look forward to it. And Natsuki.
Nek0na, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Harsh.
What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? You think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about?
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I will tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Oh no, it was Nevsky.
Knowing you, you probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Great rats can leap. Horses can race. Owls can sing. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
Okay, so in this poem, it's a really simple poem, but I really like the meaning of this. Like, monkeys can climb, cause it's their specialty that they can climb easily. Horses can race easily. It's on their nature. Owls can sing. It's on their nature. Yes, eagles can fly because they have wings, and people can try. Trying is the is in people's nature. All people can try. Just like easiest a monkey can climb. So that's the meaning of this, and I really like the meaning of this. I really love it.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Yeah, I'm really impressed that you mean the really special meaning. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophistical and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for the people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less relevant.
Yes, exactly.
I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Yeah, it hits me hard.
Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for the rhythm at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
Hey, that's what it means to be a pure pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. Well, guys, forgot to mention, in this game's beginning, there's a text that says, every character is over 18 years old. There's a line like that in the beginning of the game, so I need to say it again because it's an important thing. Okay. Then let's go on. This is a literature club after all. I saw it. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Wait a second. Okay, so my friend, my moderator asked what is this game? Okay, so we're on a literature club. We write poems. We try to impress these girls. You can try to think of this is a love simulator. That's it. Okay, let's go on. Also, this is a psychological horror game.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks.
Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
Wait, Natsuki mean that giving up? There was a negative emotion of it. Well, that proves that I'm a very optimistic person.
How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for a suggestion, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it, and Nek0na did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestion of my own. First of all,
excuse me, I appreciate the order, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Nek0na liked my poem too, you know. She even told me she was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Nek0na appreciate my advice more than she appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No! If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Uh, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one those boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Nek0na started showing up.
What? Is that true?
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Nek0na. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. Wait a second. I'm coming right up.